Hi, Holy Trinity family. This is Faith with the Faith Formation team. I'm the coordinator. I hope everyone is staying healthy and happy. The purpose of this video is to hopefully give us some avenues and resources to continue to stay engaged during this time when we can't physically meet. My intention is to have this video on Facebook and also on the YouTube channel, and hopefully we're going to have it on the website. We'll have a separate tab that will say vlog, Faith Formation. Vlog means video blog, and the comments will be open. So I'm hoping that through those three avenues, we can comment to each other, we can share possible resources that we're engaging with that are helping us during this time, and also just create conversation. So having said all that, the first thing I want to share with you is, and just a quick note, that anything that I mention here that I reference, I'm going to have the direct link below. So you don't have to remember anything, you don't have to write anything down. It will be all there for you, so you can just click on the link and it will take you directly to the right spot. So the first one that I had was, it's called Do Faith at Home, and if you see me glancing over, I have some notes here, so I'm just making sure I get it all right for you. So the first one is dofaithathome.com, I believe, but it will be below. And that is lectionary-based reading and reflections. They put out a weekly set, and there's different subjects for the lectionary-based reading and reflections, and they are pray, listen, doing, and reading. And these are based for families to create family engagement during these times at home. And you can really curtail it to be for the young child and also straight up through teenage years. I went through quite a few of them. And the activities are easy enough for children to do of small hands, but also could be fun for the whole family to do, even with teenagers. So there's that. And then through that website, I found another resource. Well, it wasn't really a resource. It was a blog by Wendy Claire Berry, and she is the mother of a teenager. She's an author that lives in Brooklyn, New York. And the title of her blog post was Faithful Parenting in a Pandemic. It was very insightful for me. It was very encouraging as a parent. Like I said, she's the mother of a teenager, so it spoke to parenting teens through this time, but it also spoke to parenting young children. And it had great suggestions, and it also had links and resources in her blog that go to other pages with even more resources and prayers and things like that. So that will be below as well. The other thing I have for you is through my Milestone Ministries is a discussion guide. So, Pastor Tim asked us to be reaching out to one another, hopefully at least 5 within the next week or so, and just kind of asking how we're doing and if there's anything that we need. And this guide also gives us some questions that we can talk about with one another. It's a discussion guide that has 4 key faith practices, and those 4 key faith practices are caring conversations, devotions, service, rituals, and traditions. So it has a little snippet on different ways that we can engage with one another, have healthy conversations about what's going on around us. And I believe the more that we talk to one another and encourage one another through this time, that it will help ease anxiety and keep people encouraged and engaged. So that discussion guide is actually a document, so you can go ahead and just print it right off. And then you have the questions there that will help you, like I said, engage in discussion. If not with others that you give a call to, it's also beneficial for self-reflection and possibly creating conversation with your significant other and other family members. And then I also have, what I was thinking is Pastor Tim started the Bedtime Stories with Pastor Tim, and those have been great. They're on Facebook. That is a great way for your children to still feel engaged with their church community. They have children's sermon on Sundays, and they're not going to be getting that right now. So having that time of spiritual leadership with Pastor Tim for our children, I think is very important. So check those out. And then speaking of books, I thought maybe through the comments we could just put what we're reading, what's growing our faith through reading, and kind of encourage each other to stay engaged and hopefully create some conversation. So the book I currently am reading is Rob Bell, Love Wins. I know it's backwards, but I promise that's what it says, Rob Bell, Love Wins. And this book is a book about heaven, hell, and the fate of every person who ever lived. Sounds pretty heavy, but he does a great job of not making it so heavy. He actually says, I've written this book because the kind of faith Jesus invites us into doesn't skirt the big questions about topics like God and Jesus, and salvation and judgment and heaven and hell, but takes us deep into the heart of them. And as you can tell, the underlining message of all those topics is love wins. So I would love to hear what you guys are reading, what's keeping you keeping your time as you maybe find yourself with some extra time, some extra downtime. It'd be great to have that conversation via the comments below, and hopefully we can encourage each other to continue reading and exploring our faith together. So I believe that's all I have for you this time. My intention is to have a new video weekly, and I'm once again encouraging you to leave comments. You can just, any comment about the video, anything that came up during the video, anything you want to share with anyone that may be also reading those comments, any notes of encouragement, we want to hear from you. And I think this is a great way to continue that fellowship, even though we can't be together physically. So on that note, I want to send you off with a little prayer. And this is adapted from a New Zealand prayer book. And this was also I took from the blog that I had referenced earlier. And it goes, God of the present moment, God who in Jesus stills the storm and soothes the frantic heart, bring hope and courage to all who wait or work in uncertainty. Bring hope that you will make them equal of whatever lies ahead. Bring them courage to endure what cannot be avoided. For your will is health and wellness. You are God, and we need you. Amen. Go in peace, serve the Lord, and wash your hands. Till next time.